friends, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I'm Beatriz, your host here on Beatriz Book Nook, and today we are going to talk about all of the books that I read during the month of September. This is going to be weird. I don't really know how to explain this video, but let's do our best. Well, this is a wrap-up generally, and as most wrap-ups do, what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be talking about the books that I read during the month. But during September, I actually had a big routine change. I started my new job. That's when I also started to have quite of a new routine, let's say it like that, because before I was only in training and I was actually able to manage everything, but after I started my actually work schedule and everything that I had to do, it started to be a little bit hard for me. But that means that I did not read as much as I would have liked, but that is still okay. And I still feel quite happy with myself with the amount of books that I read because I made time to read, and that is what is the most important. What I'm going to be doing is there is one book that I haven't finished yet, but I did start it, and I'm like about 150 pages to finish it. So I'm also going to be talking about that one, and that is going to be the first one, but then we are going to be talking about the other 3 books that I read. I read very little, at least to me, but it's okay, and I have to accept that now I have a new routine, I have new things, and reading is not my full-time thing now. So without further ado, let's get into the books because I know that is the most interesting part. Just a disclaimer, I did an exam this week and I am not still very well. I cannot put weight on my right leg because I did my exam through that leg. So let's see what I can do from here because I am leaning very much towards my left side. Okay, so the first things first, as I've told you, I'm going to be starting with the book that I've started and haven't finished yet, and that book is Ariadne by Jennifer Saint. Why I haven't finished it yet? I have not had yet time to go onto the computer that I have the audiobook for this one. That is the main reason, but I'm hopefully going to try and finish this one before we have the live show for the Sibs book club. This is for me, for Laura's and I book club. I am really enjoying it. I think I'll give it much likely a 4-star. This is a very solid book and I am quite enjoying the writing style, although the only reason that I haven't read much of it is because I only have the audiobook on my computer and I have not been going to it a lot, mainly because I can't sit down right now. So that is the main reason, but let's see the other books that I have a full opinion on. A Fate Inked in Blood was the first book that I finished during the month of September, and this book is by Danielle L. Jensen. I have had such a way with this book. Like, I got it, I was not able to finish it, like I wanted to pick up various times, I was not able to, but finally I was able to finish it, and oh my god, I really enjoyed this book. I think this was amazing. I loved the Norse mythology inspiration, I loved everything. I really enjoyed to know Freya's backstory, especially because what happens in this is that her mom, our main character's mom, thinks that she was blessed by Freya. But in the end, she was not blessed by Freya, she was blessed by Hilm, or Hiln, if I'm not wrong. And Hiln is, this goddess is like a protector goddess in a way. So the power that she gives to Freya is once she has a shield, she can turn that shield very like secure, even very hard, so no one can get past it. So this book is mainly tells us the story of Freya and how we have this king who wants her and only her for the power that she has. But she's not only that, she's much more than that. She's betrayed by the one that she thinks will never betray her. She, at a point, I think she turns very morally gray, where she thinks everyone is against her and no one is there to help her. In the end, she's quite right. But at the same time, not a lot of people see that she's only trying her best to save the ones that she loves, and those are the ones, in my opinion, that have the worst actions against Freya. But yeah, I really enjoyed this book. I think I gave it 4.25. Let me just check. I gave it 4.25. I think this was really well. This is the type of retelling that I will enjoy, because they are not only telling you the story of the god, but they are also adding up to that story. And that is what I really enjoy with this type of retellings. So I think this was a success, and I am quite happy that I read it. So this is the first one that I finished, and the next one that I'm going to talk about is the one that I still have a copy, and I'm going to keep this copy, and that is Daughter of the Moon Goddess by Sue Lin Tan. I really enjoyed this. I was a little bit afraid of starting this book because I normally don't do that well with some types of writing, and I had seen online that this book had a very lyrical type of writing, so I was a little bit afraid of it, but in the end I think it did come out real well. This is once again a retelling, although this one is for Chinese mythology, and I am quite happy. This ended up being an amazing book. I really enjoyed to know the story of Chang He and Ho He and of their daughter. I really liked it. The only thing that I think did not come as well with this book was the fact that it looks like there are 20 stories in this one that just regard one person, which is our main character, and a lot of years pass and a lot of things happen in this book. She goes to the Celestial Kingdom, then she's there and starts to be the maid in a way for this like queen. Then she goes and discovers that she has a possibility to learn magic, and she does that. Then she's already in the military, in the army, she's a soldier, she is going in campaign, she is the best archer of all. Like, there are so many things that make sense, but I just think that they could have been done in a little bit of a different way, although I still really enjoyed this. This is once again a type of retelling that I really like. This is not something that I would just put aside. I really enjoyed this book, so I'm quite happy that I gave it 4 stars if I'm not wrong, and I had a really nice lovely time reading it. Definitely will get the second book because I am excited and I want to know what happens after this one ended, because this one ended in some type of cliffhanger that I did not expect. So the last one, but definitely not the least, is going to be Can't Spell Treason Without T by Rebecca Thorne. I don't have the physical book because I did bought it for my e-reader, but I really enjoyed it. I think this was amazingly done. I think I enjoyed it a lot more than I enjoyed Legends and Lattes. This one was still very cozy, still very entertaining, still very light to read, especially given the fact that we are getting to know these characters and their way into building a coffee shop or tea house and a bookstore. But what I think this gave me a little bit more than Legends and Lattes was the fact that there were also plots behind, so there was some action behind this, just making the coffee shop and the bookstore. Actually, our characters went on trips. Our characters actually did have some goals that they had to meet. They did go, there was these dragons and they were always attacking the city that they were on, and one of our characters, which I don't remember the name, one of our characters actually did went and try to find why these dragons were so adamant in burning the city. They discovered that it was because they thought there was dragon eggs that were stolen a few years ago on that place. I actually also like the fact that our main characters were always afraid of what was going to happen because one of them was there, let's say, illegally. She was actually not supposed to be there. She actually committed treason to the kingdom, and the queen guards were behind her, or they were trying to find her so they could they could just stab her a little bit stronger, you know. But in the end, I really think this book came out very well. I think it was amazing, and I really think it was lovely. I am definitely going to try to get a copy of them for my shelves because I think that I liked it so much. I gave it a 4.5 stars, that I think it's worth it trying to find a copy of the edition that I really want. And friends, these were all the books that I read during the month of September. I know, this is very realistic. That is what I want to show now because I am going through a hard time adjusting. It's a little bit hard for me to adjust to my new routines, to adjust to my work, to adjust to everything that is going on in life. I'm currently on absence leave, and that is why I'm actually filming this, but I still want to prioritize reading and the things that I enjoy the most when I can, and that is what I'm going to try to be doing. But I also want to keep making videos for you all, and because I really like it and because I appreciate you all to be supporting me and to be here with me when the times are hard, and to help me get at least sometimes a smile in my face when you leave a comment on my videos, because that always happens when I see you comment my videos, and I have so much to thank you for. I have to thank you for being a part of the Goddess Complex readathon, and I really want to apologize if by the time that this video has come out I have not yet shared the rankings with you. It's not because I forgot, it's just because life has been hard lately, and I am so happy that you are all here, and that I am so happy to be able to still be breathing, honestly, because that is something that I give myself a lot for recently, and I am so happy to at least be able to read books still, and this is getting into an emotional moment. So friends, thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for being a part of the Beatrice's Book Nook community. It's almost a year that I've started making these videos, and I never thought I would come this far, and this is all thanks to you, and I think this is it. So thank you so much, friends. I hope to see you all in my next video, and I hope I can come up to prints again. I am definitely going to try to make them very soon again. And until the next time, I hope you have an amazing day, night or evening, wherever you are in the world, and I'll see you on the next one. So bye, friends!